Yes, what you read in the title is completely true. Villager trading may be changing forever in 1.21, meaning that all of this that you see here may no longer be so easy or even possible at all. Mojang has decided to nerf these really loud, pesky villagers, so let's go check it out and talk a little bit about it. In the latest snapshot 23W31A, wow, that's a mouthful, there are a couple of changes to villager trading, namely that each village will now have their own trades. Now, I've been doing a little bit of experimenting here in the desert biome, and in here we seem to have a lot of fire protection coming from these guys. We've got some thorns, fire protection, infinity, and efficiency here. And that seems to be pretty much all of the enchantments that I've been getting from all of these different villagers. Where previously we have been able to simply re-roll villagers until we got the enchantment that we wanted at the level that we wanted, this change makes that quite a bit harder. On top of each village now having its own set of books, each village will also have one book that will only be sold by a master librarian, meaning that you won't be able to get the best enchantments without first leveling up your librarians completely. The point of this is to make villager trading a little less overpowered and to encourage players to visit all of the different villages around the world to obtain the books that they are looking for. Not only that, but they also hope to potentially give the enchanting table a little bit more use, as players will no longer be able to get whatever enchantment they want by simply re-rolling enough times. If you want to know what books can currently be found in what village, I've put that information on screen right now. As you can see, it no longer seems possible to get the level 4 enchantment of all of the master's books, including efficiency, unbreaking, protection, sharpness, silk touch, mending, and fortune. All of these come in at one less level than their maximum, meaning that you'll have to buy 2 books and combine them. Okay, so swamps and jungles don't naturally have villages for you to go and trade with the villagers. It actually says that we will have to build those villages in order to get the trades from them. So what exactly does that require? Well, I'm hoping that it just requires a bed and a villager, but let's go ahead and check it out. We've made sure that this villager is linked to this bed. Now, if we go ahead and give him a profession and check his trades, projectile protection 4 is one of the trades from the jungle village. So that is all you really need to do, is have a bed for the villager to link with, and then just plop down a lectern for him. And all of a sudden, you'll be able to get those trades from the jungle village, which is useful since they're the only ones that trade unbreaking from the master villager. And of course, the same thing should apply in a swamp. There we go, we've got the lovely swamp villager. Now, there are some enchantments that you will not be able to get from villager trading. What those are is not specifically listed, but we can figure it out if we just figure out what enchantments are not listed in this chart of the different village biomes offerings. Now, something like this would be quite ideal, where we've got a plains village right there, a savanna village right there, and a swamp biome right here. Choosing locations like this might become a little bit more important if this feature continues and is actually added to 1.21. Currently, villagers can be incredibly overpowered because of their ability to give you almost any enchantment at almost any level. Thus, I think the idea behind this change. However, I think that this change might also make it a little bit more difficult for those players who aren't able to dedicate hours upon hours of time into gathering all of the different villagers and setting up multiple trading areas. So do let me know what your thoughts are on this change. Is it good or is it bad? However, this is not the only change that has been made to villagers. We actually now have a change to the zombie villager and how it works with giving discounts. There will only be a large bonus discount given the very first time a zombie villager is cured. So there won't be any bonus discounts given for curing a villager multiple times. However, while librarian trades have been nerfed, the trades with the most annoying villager in the game have maybe been given a boost. So if we look at this guy here, we can see that he currently will trade us logs, which is nice, and he will buy hay bales and potatoes. If we spawn a couple more of these guys, we might be able to find a couple more interesting trades. This villager will buy from us a water bucket and a milk bucket. This villager will buy a hay bale and a milk bucket. This one will buy fermented spider eyes and potatoes. This one, fermented spider eyes and a milk bucket. There is also supposed to be a trade for a water bottle if we can find that, but it appears like it seems to be a little bit more rare. There we go, there's a water bottle guy. We also will have the opportunity to buy enchanted pickaxes from them, logs, and occasionally potions of invisibility. There we go, there's a potion of invisibility right there. But that's not all, there are a couple more quick changes. Namely, that the chorus flower will no longer be able to support hanging signs or hanging blocks of any kind or standing blocks of any kind. I can put any other type of block on here, but if I try to put these signs, for example, they don't work. The next change is that barrier blocks, this invisible block here, are now waterloggable, which is something really only helpful to players in creative mode, but that's probably pretty helpful to do some cool things. Oh yeah, and diamonds will be found more frequently at deep slate level. If you want to see an example of how this is really going to change the game, then check out that playlist on screen right now to see my hardcore series, because my latest episode is going to be showing off all of the cool things that villagers can do for us before this update. Love you guys, see you there.